Hello students, welcome back. This is Accounting 2401, Principles of Financial Accounting. My name is Mrs. Mercado. And this is going to be our last and final lecture. We are on week number 16. So a round of applause, we've made it till the end. This week is finals week. Okay, so we only have one assignment this particular week, which is the final exam. Okay, we'll go over that information in a bit. Okay, so like I said, this week is finals week. Please make sure that you annotate, if you're taking several classes, the schedule as to what days the final exam is going to be open for each of your classes. That way you don't miss your deadline to complete the test. I will not be granting any extensions or makeups for missed finals exams. Okay, please make sure that you know what days the final exam for my class are going to be available so you can complete the final during the allocated time frame. Okay, now I'm going to jump over to Blackboard. That way we can go over the week number 16 course information. So on week 16, we have the final exam over chapters 8, 9, 13, and 14. Okay, so if we click on the folder for week 16, you'll find your final exam review. Now that final exam review was made available since week number 15, so you could start studying and preparing. I provided the final exam review on week 15. That way, if students had any questions on any of the problems in your review, you would get with me last week. Okay, I will not be answering any content related questions starting today because once the exam becomes available, I don't answer any questions related to any of the problems in the exam. All questions should have been addressed before the exam open. Okay, now the final exam is going to be available only on Monday, December the 7th from 8 a.m. in the morning through Wednesday, December the 9th at 11 p.m. So you have 3 full days. You have on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 full days to complete your final exam. Okay, you have 2 attempts to complete your final, and I highly encourage that if you do not get a 70% or better on your first attempt, you utilize the second attempt provided to try to improve your grade or your standing in the course. Okay. This is the problems that you're going to be seeing on your final exam. What I recommend from a student's perspective is that you go back to your homework problem. All of these problems have been covered in your homework. So I would go back to the respective chapters, locate the specific problem in each of the homework assignments that were assigned for each of the chapters, locate these specific problems, and then review those problems. Make sure that you know where each of those numbers are coming from. If you completed the assignment, you should have access to the solutions and feedback as to how everything was calculated or the solution to the problem that you had. You're going to have something similar to that. So if you know how to do your homework, you will be able to know what to do on your final exam. Okay? So all of the problems in your final are coming straight out of your homework, and a lot of these problems were also covered in your weekly lectures. So if you need guidance on some of these problems, I included a short lecture video on them as well so you could study and prepare. So you have 6 workout problems. Each workout problem is worth 25 points, so the final exam is worth a total of 150 points. Okay. Students will only have access to review their homework assignments in Cengage if they completed the assignment. If they did not complete the assignment, then students will not have anything to study. That's why I always encourage students to complete their weekly assignments because they're very important not only to earn points, but to help prepare you for your final exam. Okay? So I don't believe in luck. I put here good luck, but I think that if you study and you prepare for your final exam, you're good. I don't think that if you light a candle the night before or, you do whatever is it that you want to do to get good luck, maybe carry, a charm or something. I don't believe in luck. I believe that if you've studied, you know the material, you will do good on your final exam. Okay? So, please make sure that before you even open the first attempt for your final exam, that you are very familiar and have taken notes to completely understand how to solve each of these problems outlined. Okay. The final exam, like I said, was due on December the 9th at 11 p.m. Two tries are provided. For each attempt, students will have 180 minutes, which is equivalent to 3 hours to complete. Okay. Um, and basically, like I said, everything on your final is going to be coming straight out of your homework problems. So the key here is to go back, take the time, review, take good notes so you can be able to do well on your final exam. I want to also remind everyone to please review your Blackboard Gradebook. And if you identify any discrepancies, you let me know as soon as possible. Because as soon as the final finals close on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I'm waking up early in the morning and I'm going to start grading, calculating final grades, and submitting them to the Office of Admissions and Records. So by Thursday, I will be submitting final grades to the Office of Admissions and Records. So if you identify a discrepancy on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, grades would have already been submitted. I've been asking students to please review your Blackboard Gradebook for a couple of weeks now. That way you all can let me know if you identified any issues with your grades or any discrepancies or any errors, okay? So just make sure you do a final review of your Blackboard Gradebook to make sure that everything that you've completed is showing correctly on your gradebook. That way when I calculate final grades, I have all of the information there. Now, usually students ask me, well, Miss, okay, I finished my final. How do I know what I got in your class? Okay, if we go back to the Start Here tab and we go back and we look at our schedule, okay? Excuse me. Okay, we look at our schedule. I've got a grade point scale system here. So once you're done with your final, that will be the last assignment you're pending. So if you look at your grade point scale here, depending on how many points you earned is the letter grade you're getting. So if you earned between 0 points to 599, you're going to get an F. Between 600 to 699 points, a D. Between 700 to 799 points, a C. Between 800 and 899 points, a B. And anything above 900 points gets an A. Okay, this is a grade point scale that I use. So all you have to do is you have to go into your Blackboard Gradebook, look at your total points earned, and then compare it to the scale. And then say, okay, well, I got 850 points. Okay, if you got 850, you got a B. Well, I got 612 points. Well, that means you got a D. Okay, so this is the grade point scale that was provided since the beginning of the semester, and this is what I'm going to be using to calculate and submit your final grades. Okay. So that is basically what's going to be going down on week number 16. We only have one assignment left for the semester. Please study. You will not be able to pass the test if you have not invested enough time in studying the content. Okay, you need to study, you need to prepare. At this moment, I do want to thank all of you for a wonderful semester. I know it has not been easy. I can attest to that. It has been one of my most difficult semesters, but we've gotten through it. I've had a lot of students with a lot of issues related to COVID or any other circumstances that they've been going through at their work or with their families. So it has been challenging, a challenging semester. But I want to thank you all for your perseverance, for not giving up, for continuing and moving forward. And I hope that all of you enjoy your holidays, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope you all register. This is also a reminder. Registration for Spring 2021 has been available for a while now. Please make sure that before you leave for the Christmas holidays that you register for your Spring 2021 classes. That way, you leave for, the holidays, you come back and you have everything set up so you can start the new semester. Okay? So that is basically all that I have for you. Please take care of yourselves. Be safe during the holiday season. It has been a great honor and pleasure having you as my students, and I look forward to having you in future classes. So that is basically it. Until next time, and I hope you all ace your final exam. Okay, be positive. Don't stress over it. You can do this. Okay, take care. Bye bye.